welcome back to the Navi's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down. Let us go into the topic today. Today we're going to talk about Bloom's taxonomy. I'm sure every single teacher or educator would have heard this word once, right? So Bloom's taxonomy is nothing but a taxonomy of cognitive objectives or thinking skills, if we say. So it enabled educators to help children to think not just in the lower level, which is not just the lower order thinking skills, but also the higher order thinking skills. Okay, so it was developed by an American psychologist himself called Benjamin Bloom in the year 1950, and it was later on revised by Lauren Anderson. Okay, so now going into the Bloom's taxonomy, if you could see that it is actually a pyramid kind of a thing where the lower order thinking skills are down, but the higher order thinking skills are up. And the highest form of a thinking skill is nothing but create, which is the skill which is developed. So let us start with the first one, which is remembering. Then you have understanding or understand, apply, analyze, evaluate and create. So these are the different thinking levels, and it goes up. The lower ones are easier, but at the top are a little tougher. Okay, so what is remembering? Remembering is whatever the children have learned, if they could recall it or recognize it or list it, that is, or name it or find it. Suppose they see this is a pen, so pen, they know that this is a pen. That is the lowest order or the first step to learning, which is remembering. Okay, so the next one is understanding. Understanding is a bit higher than remembering, or understand is a bit higher than remembering, which is to classify or explain ideas. For example, this is a pen. I explain to someone. A student would be able to explain, saying that this is a pen. It helps us to write. It is blue in color. So not just describe, explain it. Not just name it, but explain it. Next one is apply, right? Apply is using these information or executing these information in a familiar way. So these children, they know that this is a pen, they know that it is used to write. Probably they use it to write. Okay, they apply their knowledge somewhere. So that is applying, application, applying. Next one is, here is where the higher order thinking skills start, which is analyzing or analyze, which is breaking information into parts and exploring it and comparing it with the other things. Suppose I have got a pen and a pencil. Okay, so imagine that's a pencil in my hand. Suppose I have got a pen and a pencil, so I compare these two things. So I analyze. Okay, this is this. Okay, this is that. That's the next level. Okay, analyzing or comparing, analyzing or comparing things. Next part is evaluate. Evaluate is nothing but justifying your decisions or by experimenting or something. For example, I justify. So I tell you, like, this is the reason behind it. Probably for not for a pen, for maybe some experiments that you conduct, and then you justify, okay, this is the reason, this is in this way, this is the reason, this is like this. Okay, so you get a conclusion into it, or probably you go deep into it and then find out maybe you have an ink here and that's why it writes and all those things, and you have a refill and all those things. That is evaluate. And finally, you have the highest form of the cognitive development of the thinking skill, which is to create. Create is something that you use those ideas that you have already learned to do something on your own. For example, I invent. That is invention of ideas, creating new things. So suppose I invent my own pen after doing all this, after remembering, after understanding, after applying, after analyzing, after evaluating, and finally I create. So that is the highest form. So we here, all of us, we want our children to get to the highest form of cognitive development, which is to create on their own. This happens not just like that, it happens through all these processes. This particular taxonomy is used worldwide, universally, to help teachers and educators during their how to like go about with their lessons, and how what type of cognitive thinking is happening right now, and how to go to the next level from preparing their assessments, the questions in their assessments and everything. So why I'm sharing this with you is because I thought that this would help some educators who are watching right now, and also parents who are currently educators at home, so that you can help guide your children to go to the next level. And the final level is not just remembering, not just mugging up things, but creating things on their own. All the best to all of you. Take care. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you again. Bye.